apparently this nerd just was a bully in a rap battle. And guys, before you get mad at me, I'm not calling him a nerd, okay? Dark Man is. As you can see in the title, it literally says nerd right here. And before we start, I'm actually going to give you guys some of my raps, okay? So, editor, turn the beat on. Here we go. Okay. As you can see in the title, it literally says nerd right here. And before we start, I'm actually going to give you guys some of my raps, okay? So, editor, turn. You're mad at me. I'm not calling him a nerd, okay? Dark Man is. As you can see in the title, it literally says nerd right here. And before we start, I'm actually going to give you guys some of my raps, okay? So, editor, turn the beat on.
What's good, people? What's good?
Okay. Okay. I'm going to give you guys some of my raps, okay? So, editor, turn the beat on. Here we go. Okay. Okay.
What's good, peoples?
Start. I'm actually going to give you guys some
What's
of my
good? How
raps,
y'all
okay?
doing?
So,
Get them likes up.
turn the beat on. Here we go.
Need y'all get them likes up.
Okay.
Who we got in the building? We got Jalen, Raw Blog News,
All right, here we go.
Malik,
Okay.
All Love, Eric Quan, Stone Cold, Goldie, Johnny Smith. What's good? Tim, Say 26. See you later. What's good? Let's get the likes up, y'all. We're gonna got 14 likes. We're gonna get it in real quick. I don't got all day. It's late. It's after 12 here in New York. He said, do I think wow, see this is what I'm talking about. I love this. My boy Sean with the super chat. That's how you start off a live when people start going in early. Appreciate you, Sean. Um Definite. He said, "Do I think LeBron get traded? I don't know. See, it depends. It depends because I don't. It's hard to say. Um, it's hard to say because if the Lakers, it's something going on. It's something going on. It's something going on. Do I think he want to leave? Um, I think somewhat. What I think happened, and I'm pretty sure it would come out. I think happened. I think LeBron said he wanted to opt out and do a 1-for-1, and I think the Lakers said no because Rich Paul's statement tells it all. There's some type of something happened that they didn't like, and I don't think just no roster because I just don't think that. I think he asked for a 1-for-1. I think they said no. I really think they said they don't want to do a 1-for-1 because LeBron liked the power. Because he could have did a 1-for-1 and still asked for a trade. He could have. This is why I said, and this don't sound like he's trying to retire right now. He could have did a 1-for-1 if the Lakers give him 1-for-1 and still ask for a trade. If he don't like the roster, everything could have been the same, and he still had that power. I think what happened was he asked for it, and I think they said no. And I think that's the problem right there. Yeah, free agency officially begins 6 o'clock, man. 6 o'clock. Yo, I done a video like a month ago, and I said I think the Lakers should go after eight. I said I think the Lakers should go after eight, and I think eight. And see the thing what I like about the thing that the Lakers in prime position. The Lakers is in prime position, and I don't know how lucky the Lakers know they is. Right now, he Ayton went off. He becoming a free agent. This worked beautiful for the Lakers. He's young, and not only that, he's good. He's good, and the good thing about it, they can have him for next year for the cheap because a lot of teams don't like Ayton. Ayton, a lot of teams don't like Ayton, so Ayton not going to command big money. Remember earlier when I was up here earlier, and I said that the Lakers need to have maybe they third best player get around 20 million, 22 million, and I said after that everybody else around 15 million. This is what I meant, like a guy like Ayton. Ayton is really, really good if he's your fourth option. If he's your fourth option, he's good. Because mind you, he's gonna get you buckets. He's gonna get you buckets. You know what I'm saying? And the good thing you didn't have to trade for Ayton. And I definitely think Ayton going to the Lakers. Him and Luka share the same agent. One. Two, he asked for a buyout, and then the Lakers give him starting job. And he's good. He could knock down that mid-range shot. One thing about him, all the rest of them guys, you could say a flaw in all of them. Not that Ayton don't have a flaw, but he fits the bill perfectly. Now, let's say all the centers. Let's say every center you heard about, right? I can say something that's like, I could say something that will really scare me by getting some of them. Now, let's say Capella. Capella not bad, but at this stage of career, you look at him more as a backup, and he's 31 years old, right? Um, Brook Lopez, he's 37. Um, so Brook Lopez, age, Capella, somewhat his age, but I think he's kind of on the downside of his career. And then you got Nick Claxton. Nick Claxton, you have to give up a lot to get him. So that's a negative. You have to give a lot to give him. Then you got who else? You heard Al Horford. Oh, um, who else? Daniel Gafford. You have to give up a lot to get him. This is perfect. You be able to get a guy and don't have to trade anything. A guy that's good, that guy can get you 18 in his sleep. One thing, he getting you buckets. He can get you 18 in his sleep. And he only 26 years old. And he get you 10 rebounds. It is that. And the good thing about it, it is not going to kill you to sign him back. I was just saying that the Lakers need a bunch of guys getting 18, getting about 15, 16 million dollars after that. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing about it. The Lakers get a bunch of guys get you 15, 16 million dollars. And I think even after Ayton play this year, I think he could get you. I don't think he's gonna cost much. I don't think Ayton gonna cost much. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's perfect. Because now, like if they get they $40 million player, like I was saying, now only thing the Lakers need to do, two things. They definitely need to get rid of Reaves and worrying about second option. That's what the Lakers need to do. Don't try to trade Reaves for your second option because I don't see it happening. I don't think you could get Reaves for your second option. I don't see it. I could be wrong, but I don't see it. And I'm gonna throw out some scenarios for you guys for Reaves, because now you got some guys that's going to be. See, the thing is, I really don't know how the free agent. A lot of guys got options and things like that, but you could get like a second option, or you could just get two guys that really good. You see what I'm saying? So Reeves make 13. It's not hard to trade Reeves. It's not hard to trade him. See, the problem is, I'm gonna tell you the problem with a guy like Reeves. If the Lakers look to try to get try to get what the Lakers need to do, they need to just try. I'm gonna throw out some scenario for you guys, and tell me would you do this. My thing with Reeves, you don't want to lose him for nothing. You don't want to try to soup yourself up. Oh, we might go win a championship. Let's go for it. And then if you don't win a championship, you you screwed. You see what I'm saying? You don't win a championship. Now you screwed. You see what I'm saying? That's something you don't want to happen. You don't want that to happen. That would kind of like set you back. So let's say, for instance, right, teams like this, because Reaves want the money, and it's not. I don't think there'll be a lot of teams that have money like that. The money he wants, right? So let's say this. I would do. There's some deals I would do. I would trade Reaves for Matisse Thybulle and 2 first-round picks. Matisse Thybulle and 2 first-round picks. That's like, tell me what you guys think. Matisse Thybulle and 2 first-round picks. Or then you could go to Golden State and do Moses Moody and 2 first-round picks, right? Because I think him being a free agent hurting his trade value somewhat. You know what I'm saying? Then you could go to a team like Indiana. You could go, okay, Andrew Nembhard and 2 first-round picks, right? Then you could go to a team like Sacramento. You could go Valanciunas and Keon Ellis and 2 first-round picks. And then you go to a team like Utah. Then you could go to a team like Utah and you could go Keontae George and 2 first-round picks, right? Then you could go to a team like Charlotte and do like a Josh Green 2 first-round picks. 2 first-round picks minimum. Of course, we're gonna ask for try to get more, but that's just bare minimum right there. Then you could go to a team like Atlanta and do a Wangu and a first-round pick, right, for Atlanta. Then you go Detroit. You probably could do something like Reaves for Jalen Durant in the first-round pick, right? And then you got Chicago. You could do something like Jalen Smith and Ayu Desamu and 2 first-round picks. So you got Jalen Smith, Ayo, and 2 first-round picks for Reaves. That's like an excellent deal. Then you say a team like Memphis, you go, okay, give me a Cole Anthony, a G.G. Jackson, and 2 first-round picks. This way, you're not losing for nothing. You pretty much could get 2 first-round picks, and you're getting a player that can help you. A player or two can help you for that. He said he trade Reaves and Vando to the Wolves for McDaniel and Dante. I don't know if they'll do that. I don't know if they'll do that. I wouldn't trade no Reaves for DeRozan. My thing is getting Thibault play a hell of a defense, and I'm saying you're getting 2 first-round picks. Because my thing is this: I don't think you ain't getting no like 3 first. You're not. My thing is you could get a solid player that can help you in 2 first-round picks, and 2 first-round picks, you you can always move them things in trades. People love them first-round picks. People love them for. He said Reaves for Dyson Daniels. I do. I don't know if Atlanta do. Atlanta kind of love him. But the point I'm making is, he said Baines got a lot of picks, but Baines under contract, so it's a big difference. Reeves not. That kind of hurt your value, and I don't think this. I don't think a lot of teams gonna do that. What he did. The thing about it, I don't see the Spurs doing it. Eric, you said for Vessel in 2 first. The reason why the Spurs not gonna do it, they got a bunch of guards. They got a bunch of guards who gonna be playing at that too. You got Fox, um, you got Fox, Castle, and now you got Dylan Harper. I don't think they're gonna do that. He said, Kareem, would you sign Ayton? Yes, definitely sign Ayton. Yeah, I think Finney Smith going to Houston. I definitely think he's going to. For him to opt out, he pretty much knew something. He opt out like that. He knew something, and I think he's going to Houston. And they saying Lakers could get like a sign and trade out of that. Lakers in prime position. Lakers don't realize Lakers in a good position right now. You don't cave into LeBron James, right? And you trade Austin Reaves. Let's say all them deals I said. What deal y'all like? You're getting a two first out of them teams. What deal you like? And you getting a player. Yeah, Finney Smith. I don't know, but he's not as. I kind of like this because to get 8 because 8 and 26 and he could get you some buckets. You have to trade Reeves, and like I said, you could get two first from. You could get two first from and a solid player. I just named a bunch of teams like scenarios, and you might could get a little more than that. But I'm just saying at bare minimum. That's bare minimum. You know what I'm saying? Like Golden State, you could get a Moses Moody and two first round picks. I like Moses Moody. He played defense. He young, and you getting two first round picks out of Golden State for Reeves, and you get Moses Moody and two first round picks for Reeves, and he contract ends 2028. So now, like I said, now you're getting a cheap guy, and he could score a little. He could play some defense. He could do some things. In Indiana, let's say if you could get um my boy Sean at it again, boy. I like this. Sean said for Cam Thomas, Reeves for Cam. The thing is, Cam Thomas, he's he's a restricted free agent, and that had to be a signing trade. I don't think the Lakers are gonna probably put themselves in. I don't think the Lakers are gonna sign a trade. I don't see it. Thanks for the super chat. Let's say Andrew Nemhart for Reeves and two first round picks. Nemhart, a perfect guy next to he's tough, and you could get probably two firsts out of Indiana. I don't think Indiana do it because I don't think they're going to pay no $30 million. That's I don't see them doing it. They're going to sign back. The thing is, they're going to sign back. Now I don't want no Jordan Clarkson. I'm taking Keontae George. I take Keontae George and two first round picks from Utah. Utah doing that. Keontae George and two first round picks. I do that. What you got in here? The Finney Smith for I don't know if the Lakers gonna do it. He said reason the first for Mathurin. Yeah. Y'all Buhar like try to keep an eye on man. I don't care for him. If I'm the Lakers, I don't know if I'm taking Wiggins. The Lakers has to get rid of they had to get rid of Reaves. See, reason why the LeBron thing, I don't. Reason why I'm not gonna go too crazy over the LeBron thing. I have to. I'm gonna go crazy when he asks for a trade. Right now, it's like when he asks for a trade, I know it's an option that he might can get traded. He pretty much know where he want to go. It's pretty much set in stone if he asks for a trade. But let's say Chicago, you get Ayu, Desamu, and Jalen Smith, and 2 firsts. I take that every day of the week to the Pelicans for hurt. Only thing about it now, I think kind of hurt that. I don't think Reed to the Pelicans now going to happen because you have to look at it like this. They got Jordan Poole now at the 2. They got DeJounte Murray and they got Jeremiah Fizz. So they kind of like straight. You know I don't know if they'll do that. They got them guys. I don't think they're gonna do that. He said no Moses. Yeah, I like that. Chicago would do that. They will pair Reeves and Josh Giddey in the backcourt. Chicago would do that. Reeves and Josh Giddey in the backcourt, and you get Ayu and Samu and Jalen Smith, 2 guys who can help you right away, and you getting 2 first-round picks. Yeah, Reeves to the Kings. You could get Keon Ellis and Valachunas and 2 firsts. Yep. That's the thing on that. Yeah, I have to wait till LeBron request the trade. I'm not put too much energy in it. LeBron played too many games, man. He had to request a trade, then I'll put a little more energy there. It'd be funny to get traded to the Mavs. How a trade with the Mavs look? It definitely have to be a 3-team trade. And they'd probably start Anthony Davis at center. That'd be the thing. They have to start him at center. It'd be him at center. Um, Braun and at the 4 and Cooper Flag at the 3. They're not trading no Braun for AD. They're not doing that. Let's just cut that out. They're not trading no Braun for AD. They'd never do that. I ain't gonna get too much into trading LeBron. He had to ask for a trade. Lakers need to trade AR because what's gonna happen? I'm telling you, because they're gonna get a player. They're gonna get another big player that makes big money, right? Luka gonna be making about $55 to $60 million. And let's say they get a $40 million player. That's like $100 million right there. And then you want him getting 30? $35 million, it's going to kill your books. That's going to kill your books. That's going to kill your books right there. Lakers need to start identifying who they want as like their number 2 guy. They need to start looking at who they want as their number 2 guy. Yeah, Ayton and Luka definitely got the same agent. They ain't getting no Jaylen Brown. We don't have the picks to get Jaylen Brown. See, that's the thing. Reaves to Toronto. Who would you trade him for Toronto? Who you trading for Toronto? RJ Barrett? I ain't no fan of Andre Barrett. I ain't no fan of Andre Barrett. That's why I ain't really mentioned Toronto. I ain't no fan of Andre Barrett like that. Yeah. Yeah. Yo, I'm definitely gonna get into the Gill thing. I'm gonna get to the Gill thing. I want you guys to listen up, man. Listen to Gill. Gill is one sad dude, man. Gill is sad. I want y'all to listen to this, man. I want y'all to listen to this.
Yeah, so basically, after all y'all super team got together, y'all had.
Hold on, let me start over. So Gill is talking to Chris Paul, and I'm gonna tell you how he captained. He's talking to Chris Paul. And was talking about Chris Paul getting traded to the Lakers. He basically said why the trade didn't go through. He explaining why the trade didn't go through. He said it would destroy the league for 10 years. So he gonna explain why the trade didn't go through. And I'm gonna let you guys listen.
Yeah, so basically, after all y'all super team got together, y'all had too much money left over. That was the reason it got nicked. So Dan Fagan hit Mark Cuban and did the numbers, and it would have like destroyed the league for at least 10 years.
What if the trade would have happened?
So if you went, Dwight went, you guys had about $24 to $30 million left in cap space. So at that time, you're talking about the starting price about 12, 13 million on the max contract. Mm-hmm. So you got 3 max players right there with you can go get 3 more max players. I mean 2 more max players. So LeBron, come on.
They weren't coming.
Melo, come on. And then what happened was, after you got them, so it would have been you, Dwight, let's just say LeBron and Bosh, right?
No, it wasn't.
No, I'm just saying, no. When Kobe's contract came off.
Oh.
So Kobe's contract would have came off, and then you would have had $30 million where you could have got 2 more max players. So they was like, the Lakers would end up with the USA team. And that.
See, I'm visual. I'm gonna have to see that one because the only thing I'm thinking about too is.
See, that's Chris Paul talking, right? I mean, that was Gilbert Arenas, and Chris Paul knew Gil was captain. And let me tell you, this is what killed me. It's like Gil sucks on LeBron so much. He just wants to put LeBron in every scenario. Now, let's break this down. Why? This is why he just don't know what he's talking about. He just it bothers me because he sucks on LeBron so much. Want LeBron in every scenario. He wants LeBron, and then he just took Kobe off the team. Oh, Kobe contract runs out. And mind you, 2011, Kobe ain't have no intentions on retiring. This 2011, when that deal got nixed, with the Chris Paul deal got nixed. Number one, he's out of pocket because LeBron and Bosh already signed the 4-year deal in Miami. That's number one. Bosh and LeBron signed the 4-year deal in 2010. So I don't know how he would put LeBron in that scenario. That's number one. Number two, he's saying, "Oh, Kobe would have just came off the books, and they would have got Bosh and LeBron." And he said the max deal was 12 to 13. How the max deal was 12 to 13 million back then, and LeBron and them signed the max. LeBron signed the max like 20. Him, Bosh, and Wade, they max was like 20-something $million. They max was like 20-something $million. He said the max back then in 2011. This is how stupid he is. He signed the $100 million deal back then. He sat there said the max deal was like $13 million. He said the max deal was $13 million back then. And this is 2011. Braun and them signed in 2010. Braun and Bosh and D Wade all signed back then. Where did you get 12, $13 million from? Where did you get that from? And then he say he's a Kobe fan. He just conveniently took Kobe off the team, took out Dwight, Chris Paul, and he said Bosh and Braun. He said Dwight, Chris Paul, Bosh, and LeBron. He said that would have been a super team. Kobe, the Lakers could let Kobe contract expire. This 2011. Why'd you just conveniently taking Kobe off the team? Kobe ain't tore his Achilles till 2013. Kobe tore his Achilles 2013. Chris Paul you see Chris Paul huh? I had to see that. Chris Paul Chris Paul knew he was captain. You see what I'm saying? Gil is bad. Gilbert Arenas is bad, man. He making it worse. He making it worse. You know what I'm saying? He making it worse. Where he get that from though? Where in the hell he got that from? The contracts back then, somebody could look it up. Braun and D Wade signed in 2010. He said max contract back then was 2000. See, that's Chris Paul for. Chris Paul should have just called them out. Chris Paul should have called back. Nah, that couldn't happen. It's all right. It's like he just want LeBron on every team. Like what did LeBron do to this man? What did LeBron do to Chris Paul, man? What did he do to Chris Paul? I mean, what did he do to Gilbert? What did LeBron do to Gilbert Arenas? Because I don't know how he always have LeBron in his mouth and everything for LeBron to win, and you competed against him. LeBron knocked you out the playoff like 3 straight years. He knocked your team out the playoff 3 straight years, and you have no venom for that. He knocked you out the playoffs 3 straight years, and it's not part of you to be like, I want this guy to lose. Like, nah. It's like you want him in every winning situation. Then he talks like he know what he's talking about. Dan Fagan called Mark Cuban and gave him the numbers. The thing was, the Lakers the truth is this, though. The Lakers would have had, if they'd have made that deal, They would have had the Chris Paul deal was before the Dwight Howard deal. So what would have happened was this. They would trade Chris Paul to the Lakers. The original deal was Chris Paul, right? That got nixed. Then they was trading, buying them for Dwight Howard. That was already the way how the buying them deal for Dwight Howard was already lined up. The Chris Paul deal would have came, the Dwight Howard deal. The Lakers had a few $1 million left where they could have got like another player, like a 11 to $12 million player. That's what they could have got, like a $12 million player, which you getting, don't get me wrong, back then you could get a real good player, like you get like a Lamar Odom for like $12 million back then. You know what I'm saying? But it was no max guy. Like Gilbert is sick. Like he sat there and the guy low killed them on the thing. I hope this goes viral. I really do hope it goes viral. I hope that clip goes viral because he need to start getting called out on his bullshit. And he talks like he know what he's talking about. He sat there, you should see his face. You should see his face. Oh, they wasn't letting that damn Fagan call Mark Cuban. And people would have bought that shit. People would have sat there and listened to it like, damn, this, that, nah. Chris Paul knew his bullshit. He's like, I don't know, I had to see that. Chris Paul knew his bullshit. Actually, I think Chris Paul at the time was the vice president. I think Derek Fisher was the president and Chris Paul was the vice president. And then Chris Paul became the president after Derek Fisher. But Derek Fisher was, I don't know if he was the vice president at the time. Yeah, I think he was the vice president. No, he didn't say no. J. Cole, he didn't say Kobe and Bron on the same team. He didn't say that. He was basically saying Dwight Howard, Chris Paul, and Kobe contract would expire, and they would have got Bron and Chris Bosh. He just took Kobe off the Lakers. That's what he basically did. And he keep talking about he a Kobe fan. He said, forget what could have really happened. He looking beyond that. Doc said why the trade didn't go through. The trade ain't go through because they owned the New Orleans Pelicans at the time. The NBA owned the New Orleans Pelicans, and they nixed the trade. The owners nixed the trade. The trade went through. The Lakers had Chris Paul for like a day or like 12 hours, at least like a half a day. They had Chris Paul. The trade went through, and what happened was Mark Cuban and Dan Gilbert, and it was like, nah. They nixed the deal. The NBA was owned by the league at the time. If they had an owner, it would have been over with. They was owned by the team, by the league. So they was able to nix the deal. That's why the trade didn't go through. The Dwight Howard and the Bynum deal went through because Orlando had an owner. New Orleans didn't have an owner, Doc. That's the difference. New Orleans didn't have an owner. And Orlando had an owner. That's why they was able to trade. Remember, Bynum went to Philadelphia. Bynum went to Philly. Andre Iguodala went to Denver. And Dwight Howard went to the Lakers. And Vucevic went to Orlando. You see what I'm saying? Vucevic went to Orlando. Remember, Vucevic and Iguodala was on the Sixers. People forget that Vucevic started his career with the Sixers. A lot of people don't remember. But Vucevic and Andre Iguodala was on the Sixers. Dwight Howard was on the Lakers. On Orlando. Bynum was on the Lakers. Bynum went to the Sixers. Bynum went to the Sixers. Andre Iguodala went to Denver. Vucevic went to Orlando. And Dwight Howard went to the Lakers. Reason why that deal went through because they had owners already. The problem with the Chris Paul deal, they didn't have an owner at the time. The league owned the team. Now I got it dark on purpose, bro. I got it dark on purpose. I need to learn how just to have a still picture up there. That's why I was trying to do. I was trying to do like a still picture. But that's why the deal ain't go through. Now they can't see the thing is, Doc, the Lakers can't overpay for Ayton because Ayton is the Lakers, the most the Lakers can give him is 14 million. That's the most the Lakers can give him is 14 million. So he's not gonna get overpaid, which is good. This free agency gonna be crazy. You could see it already. Because you could see this, it's gonna be a lot of trades. You could see it already. You could see it already. Tomorrow at 6 going, y'all know I will be live tomorrow at 6 o'clock on the dot. I will be live. 6 o'clock on the dot tomorrow. I definitely gonna be live. It's gonna be crazy. Free agency gonna be crazy. With free agency and the trades, it's gonna be crazy because a lot of teams feel they can win. Yo, you seen Quentin Grimes talk about he won 25 million per year? See, if a team even think about giving Quentin Grimes 25 million, you can't see the problem these players have, bro. Philadelphia whole team was out, and you put up good numbers. You didn't put up good numbers on a good team, bro. And you thinking you're gonna get $25 million per year? A team would be stupid to give him 25 million. And it'd be really dumb for Philly to do it because you already got three young guards, and Maxie McCain and now VJ. That'd be stupid to pay that much money on that position. I just want LeBron James out of there. I hope he don't like Ayton and want to leave. Yeah, I want Ayton because I look at it like this: he's he's a free agent now, and he's better than everybody that's out there. He only 26. His career average is like 16 and 10. His career average 16-10 and like a block and a half. He just don't get me wrong. Ayton Ayton is kind of annoying. I don't like his motor. I really don't. I don't like his motor. Ayton not the brightest guy. You know what I mean? I'll have somebody behind him that goes hard. Like you need somebody with a high motor backing them up. Ayton could piss Ayton pisses people off. That's why, yeah, he kind of lazy. Ayton definitely lazy. Ain't no question about that. He definitely lazy. That's why you need a good backup center with him. It's that Ayton a free agent. It's easy to get him. And now you can use that money because the Lakers don't have many options. But he's going to be motivated because he won a contract. He going to be motivated. He won a contract. I think Finney Smith going to Houston. Yo, I need that clip to go viral. That clip there, I need the Gilbert. I want him to start getting exposed. Because he could have pulled that. See, because Paul didn't say nothing. Gilbert would go on his show, and Nick Young and them and Kenyon Martin and them would be thinking that's like, oh wow, that's crazy. And they think that he like, damn. I don't think it's hate. He said he don't understand the Ayton hate. It's not, but Ayton did a lot to himself. He's lazy. He has a lot of flaws. A lot of flaws. Yeah, he said he want to play in a winning situation, but Ayton, he don't play hard though. He don't. He kind of on the soft side, but that's why. But he's just so skilled, and he just. I think with somebody like Luka, he can score. The guy gets you 18 points easy. He can score, and he's a good rebounder. He averaged career average, I think, is 16-10, and a block and a half, and he shoots like 50 something percent from the field. I ain't even putting LeBron in that equation. Like, that's the problem because the Lakers need to just get off this LeBron train and stop putting LeBron in every equation. LeBron is 40 something years old and he making $52 million. I'm not muted, bro. I'm not muted at all. He said, "Do they got eight? No, they don't got eight, but I think he's going. I think he's going there. I think he's going there. I think he's going there. I'm looking at the team. A lot of teams don't like Ayton, and now that's Finney Smith, the Lakers will have a mid level. I just don't, and he could get a starting job. What team gonna win? Marvin Bagley? I don't know about no Marvin Bagley. I don't know about no Marvin Bagley. No Ayton, not no great rebounder, but he decent. Oh, he's saying the first three picks of that draft, 2018. But I'm taking Ayton. There's no who else the Lakers want to get. I'm definitely taking Ayton. There's nobody else for the Lakers to get. I've been said they need to trade AR. The Lakers definitely need to trade AR. Definitely. Because he's gonna make too much money. He's gonna get if he stay healthy and have a decent year, he's gonna still get 30. You see how much money these guys getting? Wilson they got 25 million, he comes off the bench. Nas Reed. Gotta trade Austin Reeves. They had to. Waiting around to be the worst thing you could do. Yeah, you're right, Doc. The longer you wait, the worse it's going to be because you rather a team have him for the whole year. You wait to the trade deadline, teams be like, yo, he's going to be a free agent, and teams renting him for a little bit, you killing yourself. You might as well just trade him now. You wait on, at least a team will give you more if they have him for the whole season because you get a better look at him. You do a half a season, you figure it'd be like 30 games left, 20. I don't even think it'd be like more like 20 because you got half of February, all of March, and half of April. You ain't gonna have that many games left. You wait to the deadline because after the deadline, like I said, February go to 28 days, and the deadline normally around 12, February 12th. So that means you're gonna have half of February, all of March, and half of April. That's not enough time for a team to really evaluate that player like that. He said no hit do Rui, and you fail to realize Reaves' contract he gonna get like $35 million. And the way to win in the NBA, that's what hurting these teams. These teams that have somebody like Luka that's getting 55, 60 million, then they have a $40 million guy. Then you have another $30 million guy. You ain't gonna have no scraps. You want your third best player in today's NBA to be at like $20 million. You want your third best player to be at like $20 million. All that third player getting $35 million, you're gonna be handcuffed. He said Aiden not gonna accept the mid-level. Who gonna give Aiden more than the mid-level? Nobody getting Aiden more than the mid-level. There's only one team that really got money is Brooklyn. Brooklyn don't want him. Yeah, y'all on top him to the Mavs. That's not happening. AD to the Mavs. He definitely ain't getting traded for AD. LeBron to the Mavs. He definitely ain't getting traded for AD. If they, yeah, you trade Rui too. You definitely trade Rui. And you know Brooklyn and you know Aiton not on the Pistons. They already got centers. I think so too. I definitely think Aiden kind of locked in LA. Not just because the Luca situation, his agent. I just think the starting job. I just think there's a lot of things line up to it. Hold up, this guy just said Luca went into GM mode after he talked to Bron today. That's my franchise player. Luca bet not so. Let LeBron get traded, man. It is. Let LeBron get traded. Don't interfere with that, Luca. Do not interfere with that. Well, what team in the East you see? Then they say you want to play in a winning situation. What team in the East? Indiana got a center already. Uh, Boston not going to do it. Washington got a center. Philadelphia has a center. The Knicks have a center. Cleveland has centers. Detroit has centers. I don't see no team that's in the East going to do it. No, he said LeBron not leaving. Maybe he don't leave, but my thing is, uh, I'm cool if he don't, and we get one more year, Bron. I could deal with that. I just can't deal with them keep putting him, involve him in everything. I do that in a New York minute. LeBron for Jimmy Butler. I'll do that in a New York minute. Yep. What time it is? It's at the one. Said Bucks need a center. Yeah, you're right. Bucks do need a center. That definitely could be possible. Yeah, Bucks. He fit good with the Bucks. I think Ayton fit good with the Bucks. I really think Ayton fit good with the Bucks. Definitely need you guys hit that like button. Hit that like button. The thing I like about Luka don't need much. This is why LeBron has to go. I think LeBron will be on for this season, but I meant this mean like period in the future. He don't need that much. You put a bunch of defenders and guys who can score, he's good. And play some defense, he's good. I think Luka's one player don't need no like top 10, top 15 player on his team. They get a good person, like a top 20 person as their second option, I think they'll be good. That's really good. I said Portland should have kept him. Portland, I think they did the right thing. But they got Donovan Clingan. They just drafted the Chinese guy, and they still got Robert Williams. They did the right thing, and they get to save some money. Shit, they ain't going nowhere. They did the right thing. When you buy people out, you save some money. That worked perfectly for Portland. Yeah, but I will be live in the morning. And definitely gonna be live at 6 o'clock tomorrow. Because it's gonna be so much happening. It's gonna be trades, free agents. It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Appreciate everybody who pulled up. This definitely was a good live, man. Appreciate that.